be able to do this. All right, cool. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I want to talk to y'all about spending money. All right, spending the money, the dinero, the guap, the cheese, the C notes, the greenbacks, right? Spending money. I went and I bought this thing right here. This is my new toy right here. I went and I bought this. And it is another lapel mic, wireless mic. If y'all have the DJI Osmo Mobile 6, then you probably went in there and you also probably seen this, right? And this is the DJI Mic 2, right? It's the DJI Mic 2, and essentially what it does, it's got the little clip right there, so you can clip it right there if you want to. It also has the magnet to it, so if you want to, you can bam right there, you know what I'm saying, do that joint just like that, and you can collect audio. This also records on the device, so there is I think they said 15 gigs of storage on the device. All right, so I got the one that has 2 of them in there, so y'all can see it's got 2 of them in there. And I promise you, I'm not a DJI sales rep. I know it seems like that because I've been talking about this stuff a lot, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to spend more money on things that help me to advance my business. I was just now listening to the hot seat, and like when you hear people say like, yo, I'm out here making money, yo, like this girl, like she was talking about, yo, I'm making $20,000 to $30,000 every single month. And you listen to that and you're like, God damn, 30 bands a month? The easy way you making 30,000 a month? I mean, 30 times 12 is what? 6, you know what I'm saying? 6, 96, 30, that's 90. Dang, hold on, no, what's 30,000? 30,000, my bad. It's about $960,000, right? 30,000. Oh, I'm sorry, $360,000, my bad. $360,000 every single year. But when you take a look inside of her business, what you actually find is that she's actually losing money, and because of all of the expenses, all of the overhead. I think one of the things that we as entrepreneurs that we do in entrepreneurship is sometimes we bite off more than we can chew because we think that an idea that we have is going to work. I remember biting off more than I can chew because I thought I had an idea that would work. And ultimately, what I ended up having to do was I had to end up scaling back and saying, you know what, I can't do everything that I need to do in with all of this stuff. So what I need to do is I need to kind of scale back some. So right. So I can't go out and I can't spend money on videographers and stuff like that because videographers, they just cost too much for me. So I can't spend all of the money that I want to spend on videographers because you got to pay them to record the thing. Then you got to also pay them to edit the thing. And for me, I just can't fathom spending $500 or $1,000 on something to be recorded and then edited. Particularly when I'm saying to myself, like, man, I might as well just do this joint myself at this point, right? So I spend money on things. As you all know, I went and I spent money on the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. I went and I spent money on the DJI Mic 2s. I went and I spent money on getting the camera. I went and I spent money to get the Apple products, to get the MacBook, to get the iMac, to get the Final Cut Pro. What I'm trying to say is that in the beginning of entrepreneurship, you're going to make some money, but what's going to happen is you're going to find that you're going to spend a lot of that money investing back into the business to make your life easier. I had to spend money on Monday.com. And the reason being is because I needed a CRM system. I needed a program management system, a project management system. I had to spend money on these things to make my life easier. I bought StreamYard. I had to spend money on certain technologies and stuff like that to make my life easier. So I'm asking you, what are you spending your money on? I want to give you a couple of different things that you could and that you should be spending your money on. If you're an entrepreneur, right, one of the things that obviously we should be spending our money on is going to be technology. It's going to be technology. We got to keep up with the latest technology, y'all. Otherwise, we're going to get to a point where we're getting left behind. What was the last piece of technology that you spent money on? Anybody know? What's the last piece of technology? That's a 360.
My iPad keyboard. The keyboard and the pen that goes to my iPad.
Okay, and how has it benefited you so far?
All of my AMH stuff goes on that iPad because I was putting a lot of stuff on my work computer and I didn't want to do that.
Yes, I love it. What made you spend the money on? What made you say that this is a good investment?
Because I knew that I had to separate the two. I needed my company business only on that device.
Right. So we're spending money on things that's going to enhance our business experience, right? Technology. Anybody else? Chantel said my laptop, the iPhone, my phone. Absolutely, right? We got to be able to spend money on certain things in order to make our business lives easier. Y'all, I am all about the self-investment and the self-preservation and about self-preservation. We gotta be willing to invest in ourselves. I go to the juvenile detention centers, I talk to the kids, and they're like, dang, Mr. Jeff, you know what I'm saying? You're doing well and stuff like that. And you tell us about all of the stuff that you're doing in these opportunities, but how come you ain't got this? How come you ain't got that? And I say to them, I said to a kid, he was like, man, you got to get a Rolls Royce. I was like, man, I wouldn't even get a Rolls Royce right now because I got to find something to make that Rolls Royce make sense for what it is that I'm doing. Not that I could afford it right now anyway, but if I learned that if you want to buy something, what you should do is you should go out and create something to afford the thing that you wanted to buy. So if you know this Rolls Royce payment is going to be like $5,000 a month, that means you need to create an additional $5,000 a month of income to pay for that Rolls Royce, but wouldn't affect your personal life. So number one of the things that we can spend money on is we got to spend money on technology. Number two, we got to spend money on learning. We got to spend money on learning. And I'm not talking about a coaching program because that's something separate. I'm talking about we got to spend money on learning. What was the last thing you spent money on to help you learn something for your business? Whether that's a book, whether that is a product, whether that's a service, whether that was a coaching program, not even just a coaching program, whether that was a webinar, like whatever it is, what was the last thing that you spent money on to help you learn something new in your industry?
Audible, so I could get the book.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Anybody else? What was the last thing that you spent money on in order to learn something in your business?
I purchased the MySpace for my website so I could learn how to do my own website and get it done. Yeah, with the help of TC.
Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Mine was your coaching program.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Right? Definitely definitely have to spend money on these things, right? And as y'all know, I spend a lot of money on the back end of stuff, and what I do is I just offer it to y'all. So we got the email systems, like, so if y'all need that, if you have emails, I'm going to encourage you to, if you're thinking about buying something, post it in the Facebook group first to see if I already have it. Because a lot of the times the stuff that you're going to be looking to go out and get, I might already have it. Like whether that's an email thread, whether that's email content, whether that's hooks for businesses, for life coaching, for life, whatever it might be, I probably already have a lot of the things that you would spend money on. And my goal is to give that and deliver that to each and every one of you so that you don't have to spend the money on it. And Audible by Rachel Rodgers, I love it. So we got to spend money in order to learn certain stuff. In order to learn certain stuff, we got to spend money. Here's another thing that we got to spend that we got to spend money on. We got to spend money on our circle of influence. I'm starting to entrepreneurship is hard, right? It's hard. It's very difficult. It's not easy. It's not always fun. It's not always exciting. I'm starting to I want to learn from more people, but sometimes it's difficult when you're the person who has all of the information. Like, I pour out a lot of knowledge, information, and stuff like that. I'm trying to find ways to get poured back into. Even in life in general, right? We do, all of us here, we're all caring people. We all help and take care of people and put ourselves in crazy situations to help other people. I'm learning that and I don't know if this is right or if this is wrong, but I'm learning that I might have to pay to get in certain circles in order to get poured back into. Because if I can't find it organically, I think I might just have to pay for access. I might just have to pay for access, y'all. It might be that I have to pay to get in the room so that people see that I'm well invested in what it is that I do, so that they can take me more serious. And I feel like if they see that I'm willing to make a personal investment, I think that more people would see that, hey, he takes himself more serious, right? And so here's one of the things. I'm gonna transition a little bit into social media, and then I'm gonna pick this back up. But so with social media, right? With posting, okay. One of the things that that I was listening to was and this will all make sense. I gotta paint a picture. Y'all know I'm a poet, so I gotta paint a picture. But one of the things that I realized that that we have to do in terms of social media is, y'all know me, I'm super big on giving stuff away. We got to give stuff away. The best way to get people to invest in you is to give your stuff away right now, and give it all away. Because here's why. If you're always learning, you met the VP, please reach out to her. Absolutely. If you're always, I have her information. She was the contact that set it all up, actually, the VP. But I'm learning that the more information that I give away, the more people are willing to trust that I know what I'm talking about and I'm not just winging it. And so I made the decision that over this weekend, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, all of the secrets that these so-called gurus and stuff like that, and all of the things that they know, I'm literally, and that they're charging thousands of dollars for. These people are charging thousands of dollars for this stuff. I'm charging for a lot of this stuff. But you know what? I think enough people don't trust me yet to know that what I'm saying is valuable. So I'm creating a content plan to literally give everything that I know about speaking. I'm going in February, I am literally going to go on a rampage, and I'm going to give everything that I know about speaking. And over the next 3 days, I'm going to be preparing people to say, hey, look, in the month of February, if you want to learn how to get booked on college campuses, here's how you do it. For my women that are here, what month is coming up real soon?
Women's History Month.
Women's History Month, yeah.
You got an email for that yet?
Yes.
Yeah,
What's the email say?
I don't. I saw you looking at me.
I have to start actually just talking about complimenting your campus. You have Women's History Month. I would be interested in planning a event with you. Here's my contact information. Here is testimonials, which I grouped all the testimonials that I gathered, whether they're from the workshop or performances. And I have those scheduled to start sending out tomorrow.
Absolutely. Group all of them bad boys together. They don't know if you was doing poetry or you was doing a book selling workshop. All they know is that somebody said that this person was dope. And it doesn't matter where you get the info. It doesn't matter where you get the testimonial from. You just need people to believe in you, because ultimately in the beginning, you are the product. I had a young man tell me today, he said, I'm going to build a business. What are you going to build? I'm going to build a clothing brand and I'm going to retire at 30. I said, how old are you? He said, I'm 16 years old right now. I said, very possible. But you know, at 30 years old, after you built this very successful clothing brand, you know you can't stop working in that business. Otherwise, it's going to go to the pits. It's going to go. The moment you stop working in your business, it's going to go to the pits. The moment you stop learning in your business, it is going to go to the pits. What are you reading right now? Are you reading anything right now? Anything that can help give you some more information about what it is that you do? Are you reading anything right now? Are you going to any sort of conferences, any sort of workshops, any sort of networking events? There was it way back in the day when I used to cut grass, rake leaves, shovel snow. You know what we had to do back in that time? We had to go to people's doors and we had to, hey, want me to take care of that for you? Hey, want me to take care of that for you? I don't, as much as I believe in social media and I believe in content, one of the things that we also have to do is we also got to get out and get active. You got to be outside. You got to be outside. People are like, and you got to be outside, but you got to have your system. The automation that I created is working for me on the back end, but I'm outside and I'm out here. So even though I'm here politicking, shaking hands and kissing babies, my business is still running on the back end. But you only know that because you invested in technology. It's all making sense now. You only know that because you invested in learning. You only know that because you invested in order to get the information that you need. Y'all, there have been so many times, y'all, where I had to, I thought to myself, I'm like, I think I need to pay for access. I think I need to like drop a heavy bag for access. And I mean, shoot, I don't know what that's going to cost. I texted a friend a couple days ago. I was like, hey, do you think this program will be worth it? She was like, nah, because they're pretty much going to tell you things and stuff that you already know. I said, okay, cool. But what about just to get close to these people so that I'm on their radar, so that now I can have, I can share in that opportunity. I can share in the ability to be with them. And maybe, because I'm thinking maybe being with them is probably something that needs, I don't know, it's entrepreneurship stuff, right? And sometimes I don't have someone to like bounce these different thoughts off of, because you know what I'm saying? Because it's like we're not doing the same, or we're just not thinking the same, right? So again, it comes back to, I mean, I don't know, how much would you spend to be in an elite group? How much would you spend to be in an elite group? Now, I know dang well I'm not spending. So she told me that the program is now $25,000. I am not spending $25,000 to know what I already know. I'm all for risk, but I think calculated risk make far more sense than basic risks do, right? So in social media, the one thing in February that I want us to do is I want us to educate people on what it is that we know. If you are a speaker, I want you to educate people about what it is. Take your whole speech. Take your whole speech and turn it into 29 days this year? It is 29 days this year. Take your whole speech and turn it into 29 days of content. If you're a coach, I need you to take your whole program, the whole thing. I need you to turn it into 29 days of content in the month of February. If you have a clothing brand, I need you to go through the whole process of how you built your business and every single product that you have and turn it into 29 days of content. Because we got to build trust in the community. People trust what they see, and people are going to trust your education level. Oh, this person is really knowledgeable about life. I just talked about one of the biggest challenges that I see with young people. One of the biggest challenges that I see with young people, they are not motivated or inspired about diddly squat. They just they live so carefree. It's baffling to me that they don't think beyond today. Huh?
That's like you saying I want you to come talk to my son.
Listen, they do not think beyond today. They don't think beyond today. And I think that's the biggest challenge that we have to combat with our youth today, right? So I hope this is making sense to you, right? Another thing that we can do, so something that Humanity Inspires does really well, and I love this, is she posts a lot of great content that is inspirational and stuff like that. And it's great to do that. And I need to start doing that much more. I also want people to be able to recognize us with the things that we're posting, right? Because if you look at, y'all are familiar with Earn Your Leisure, right? I think we're familiar with Earn Your Leisure at this point. They post a lot of content about finances and about the financial industry. But not only do they do that, they also post a whole bunch of content about speaking and about the speaking industry. About finances and the financial industry, even if it's not their content alone. Even if it's not their content alone, this basically just shows that they're tapped in to what's going on in their industry. Are you tapped into what's going on in your industry? Meaning, do you know what's going on in your industry? Do you know that there's digital products, that there's physical products, that there are there's digital products, there's physical products, there's services. Do you know what's going on in your industry? I think what puts me at an advantage over a lot of people is that I know what's going on in my industry. Why? Because I'm always searching. Something else that we as entrepreneurs need to be spending money on. We got to spend money on testimonials. Here's what I mean by that. If time is money, then we have to spend more time helping people with the things they need help with so that we can get the testimonials. Because here's another factor that is going to help us build trust within the community that support and follow us. They're going to believe what you are able to do will work better if they hear somebody else who's gone through what it is that you do. So we got to pay for the testimonials. Essentially, I'm not saying pay for testimonials and have somebody lie. What I'm saying is that I need you to go out. I need you to help somebody make a change in somebody's life, document what you did for this person, have that person give you a physical testimonial. And then from there, what will happen is that you'll literally see that you'll be able to post these different testimonials and of people enjoying your work. That could literally be content right there. People talking about what it is that you do. People talking about your testimony. Call it Testimonial Tuesdays. Oh, that's fire right there. That is fire. Hold on. I just can't. Testimonial Tuesdays. Guess what we posting on Tuesdays now? Testimonials. whether that's verbal or written, I'm literally doing Testimonial Tuesdays. And guess how I get the testimonials? Yo, I get them from the forms that people fill out after I leave their school, their college, their university, their campus, whatever. That's where I'm getting it from. When I met Storm in New Jersey a couple days ago, she was like, she was like, where you at? I told her I was doing something. What, you remember what I told you I was doing? What was I doing?
Oh, wait, hold. Yes, he was at Staples printing out more information because he knew between Staples and going to the college that there were several high schools that he could drop his information off to.
I printed
He still
like
got to the college on time.
I printed like 30 of them. And literally drove past the high school. I was almost there. I saw a high school and I was like, hold on real quick. Turned around, went to Staples, got my laptop, went to McDonald's, got my laptop out, put two QR codes on here that says book now, watch now, put these bad boys on here, went to the schools and was like, yo, I need, hey, name's Backpack Jeff, about to go down the street, speak to one of these schools. Would love to be able to come back and speak to your students. Just wanted to introduce myself to the principal. Are they available just to introduce myself, or vice principal maybe? I just want to give them some information. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, but I would just love to just connect with them organically. Bam, let's do it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, right? Guess I'm gonna do the same thing on Wednesday when I go out to Philly. I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm gonna do the same. I'm literally going to start doing this now in my neighborhood. And here's how I'm going to do it, right? Again, spending money on technology. There's an app. There's an app called Route for You. Route the number 4 and then you. Or Route for Me. Maybe it's Route for Me. Y'all familiar with this app? Yes, it's called Route for Me. It is called Route for Me. In this app, what it allows you to do is, so like, let's say if you wanted to hit every high school in your area, okay, but you didn't know, like, you don't want to go over here, hit this high school, go over here, hit this high school, and then realize that you forgot to hit the high school that's like right down the street from this one. So you got to go back that way. Then you got to go back this way. Then you got to go back this way. And then by the time you finish your route, you're 45 minutes away from home. And then you got to drive all the way back in DC, Maryland, Virginia traffic. You don't want that. Or New Jersey traffic, or North Carolina traffic, or traffic at all. I was like, yo, I need a way to be able to plan this route. So I downloaded Route for Me. I downloaded Route for Me, and I had to spend money on it. Y'all, when I tell you I'm all in on this business, I am all freaking in on this business. Are you all in? Are you all in?
Yeah.
Are you like this has to work or this has to work? Are you are you get rich or die trying in? Because if you're not get rich or die trying in, then I mean I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you can do this and it just be a hobby and it work out and it's successful. I don't know if that's possible. Yo, I'm all in because like at this point, I'm too far invested in this. Like if I stopped, what would I do with this? Yo, I'm over $10,000 in on the business. I'm over $15,000 in on the business. I'm all in. Are you all in? Are you sure you're all in? Like meaning, like, instead of putting yourself in bad situations to help out people who probably aren't going to do anything with the help that you gave them, would you put yourself in a bad or a stressful situation to go all in on your business? Would you? I mean, I don't know. Are you willing to risk that you're going to do the work? That's the real question. You literally got to ask yourself, am I willing to risk everything on me that I'm actually going to do the work that I said I was going to do in my business? But in order to do that, you got to be all in, y'all. I'm all in on this joint, man. Like it's gotta work or it's gotta work. Like there at this point, there's no retreat. There's no retreat. If you want to take the island, you got to burn the ships. Y'all, all of the ships have been burnt. All of the ships have been burnt. This right here is my only option. Success. Success in this is my only option. Is success in your business your only option? Is success in your business your only option? Another thing that you can spend money on as an entrepreneur, right? You got to spend, we got to spend money on stuff, okay? One of the things that we got to spend money on is we got to spend money on research and development, because nobody in your industry should know more about your industry than you do. You have got to be the king or the queen pin in your industry. And when somebody comes to you and says, hey, did you know? You go, yeah, I knew that like 3 weeks ago. I'm glad you caught up to that. That's amazing. I knew that. Storm, I'm going to tell you this. You should probably tell Christoph this. Matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you this. I'm actually going to show it to you.
Okay.
I'm going to show it to you. TC, you should be taking notes on this.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. Where is it at? Where is it at? Here we go. TC, you get your emails from Maryland Marketplace?
Are you talking about the ones for that have like the one I asked you about that asked you for the curriculums and stuff? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Did you get this one? Professional alcohol,
Yes,
tobacco, and other drug prevention
I do not.
preventers.
I keep getting nurse ones and medical ones, so I think I need to go back and like make sure I'm signing up for the right stuff.
Yeah, education. They're
Yes. Wait.
looking for speakers to talk about professional alcohol, tobacco, and other drug prevention.
Oh, we definitely need that.
And I have definitely stuff on that since I'm certified.
Can you, yes, can I get that? A&D or EA?
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Yep. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. They sent a whole bunch of them. Right now, alternative education.
I think I'm gonna sign up for the wrong one because I get all medical stuff instead of like this stuff that I'm looking at my viewers right now.
Alternative education. So there's very little that people can come to me and say, yo, did you know? Yes, 100%. I already knew. 100% I already knew. There's very little that people can come to me and say, hey, have you heard about school? Was something that I didn't know about. Phenomenal program school is. I think that is absolutely amazing. But research and development, y'all, we got to spend. I'm spending money now on a research team to research contact information, because you know what I thought to myself now? Yo, I just want the names and numbers of every single middle school and high school in the country. Every one of them. Mm-hmm. And
I need that too.
all that. Listen, if when I'm
y'all a few.
huh? You say
I
what?
said I can send y'all a few.
The names and numbers and emails of every school in the country. So look, here's
Not every school, but a few. I know Jersey, New York, and Jersey, New York, and North Carolina. I have a few.
You got those schools on lock.
Mm-hmm.
So here
I have a lot of schools that I think would definitely benefit.
no, not even the schools that would just benefit. I need every one of them.
I'll send the information.
Any of them that won't even benefit. And so here's what I start doing, right? I spent money, I spent time on this. So now I'm up to how many leads in high schools? 253 leads in high schools, right? But as we know about the public schools, we know that in public school systems, we know that turnover happens, right? So I start thinking to myself, I'm like, what would I do if turnover happened and now this person is no longer the principal or the assistant principal? Well, on my CRM, I had to add a link. So now all I got to do is click on this link. And now it doesn't matter who the principal is at this school. I'm just going to I'm going to contract someone every single beginning of the school year. I need you to go into my CRM, click on the link, and make sure that everybody is still the principal or the assistant principal there. And I learned how to find the information. Remember, I told y'all one of the best skills that you can have as an entrepreneur is problem solving and critical thinking. I click on every single last one of these links. The information is going to come up. Who the principal is, the assistant principals, and every single last one of their emails for all of them. So now I got to go back and do the same thing with these other schools, because it didn't dawn on me until I was like halfway through, and I was like, dang it, I need to go back and do the same thing to these other schools. But now I got the information. Now I'm putting all of the schools en route for me. And before I go to work, on my route to work, I'm gonna stop at every single last high school, middle school, and elementary school, and I'm just gonna drop these joints off. Every single place that I go, I am dropping these bad boys off. Because I need more bookings. I'm all in on this joint. I am all freaking in. Like it is. This is what it's going to be, and I'm going to win. And whether you're a principal at a school, a gatekeeper at a school, an administrator, I don't care what you are. I'm going all in on this dream. And what I need, I literally just need a couple people just to say yes. I need a couple people to say yes. Because now, oh my goodness, the visuals are going to be phenomenal. The visuals are going to be phenomenal because I got my DJI Osmo Mobile 6. Because now I got my audio now. Now I got a camera that's never going to run out. I don't have to say, hey, push the record, but because I'm all in on this shit. I'm all in. I'm all in. And this is my ticket to me being a millionaire. This is my ticket to changing the generational wealth in my family forever. What's up, Storm?
I forgot to say that you are a one-man team when it comes to, you had that camera and I always forget what it's called. And literally Jeff was his own tech team and everything. And he got everything. And I was like, wow, it is that easy.
It's that easy.
That easy. I don't have to have 2-3 people with me. It could just be me.
It could literally just be you. Because in the beginning, guess who it's going to be?
Just me.
Just you, because you're the only one crazy enough to believe that this joint could work.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one crazy enough to believe that you can actually build a brand that is worth something, that is worth anything. You are literally the only one crazy enough to believe that this joint is going to actually work. I'm the only one who's crazy enough to believe, because you know what they told me? Jeff, you won't be able to speak to anybody but at-risk youth. I don't think that speaking is going to pay your bills. Damn. I'm not asking you to believe in my dream. I'm just asking you not to crush my dream. God, dog, for real? At-risk youth, those are the only people I'll be able to speak to. I'll never advance past at-risk youth. Yikes. But even still, that's okay. Because you know why? I'm all in on this shit. I'm all in, y'all. And it's gotta work, or it's gotta work. I don't care. It's gotta work, or it's gotta work. And I realize that I realize that the wolf at the top of the hill is not as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. I will forever be the wolf climbing the hill. I don't want to feel like I've arrived. I'm all in. So this week, going into February, I'm re-energized again. I'm not losing the momentum from the beginning of the year. I'm not losing the momentum from the beginning of the year. Most people lose the momentum from the beginning of the year because it's the new year. And now by the time February got here, you done had a couple of challenges, some things that happened in your life. And then all of a sudden, you're like, you know, let me just take it easy. And then before you know it, June is here and July is here. Now you're already thinking about the holidays and saving for the holidays. And then when the holidays, and then when that runs around, now you're thinking, you know what? 2025 is going to be my year. Like this year wasn't it, but 2025 is going to be the one. No, it's not. It's not. You know why? Because the same thing is going to happen to you in 2025 that happened in 2024. Stop. There's always going to be something. It's always going to be a reason to stop. It's always going to be a reason to slow down. Something's going to happen. You're going to get sick. Somebody else going to get sick. You might lose some money. You might lose an opportunity. You might fumble a bag. All of these different things. You're going to lose so many of those different things. It's going to happen. Remember, we talked about it in the goals. Most people underestimate the amount of things, trials, tribulations, challenges they're going to have to go through in order to make their thing successful. Don't underestimate the BS you're going to have to go through in order to successfully accomplish the thing that you want. It's going to happen. We talked about that. The conflict is the stuff that makes it interesting. The moment I get into it, I go, here we go, baby. Let's get another opportunity for me to show how much better I've gotten. Another opportunity. That's all this is. When we had our son, we don't know what our schedule is going to look like. It's another opportunity to show how much better we've gotten at problem solving. It's another opportunity. Are you all in? Are you all in? Like for sure, all in on what it is that you want to accomplish. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all's time. I appreciate y'all's energy. On Tuesday, it's To-Do List Tuesdays. On Tuesdays now, we are going to be going through to-do lists.
To list and testimonials.
And well, so for content, Testimonial Tuesday. But To-Do List Tuesdays are... See, Storm, that's why we keep you on the payroll. That's why we keep you on the payroll. To-Do List Tuesdays, Testimonial Tuesdays, and Truthful Tuesdays. We got some good stuff over there on the board, yo. It's fire. The content looking great. But no, so on in the Winner Circle on Tuesdays, what we're going to be doing is we're now going to be going through. Still haven't got most of it. Still in a second. I picked. When was that? I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to look at that, Scotty. But on Tuesday nights, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through our to-do list for everybody. So I want to see where you are. So between now and Tuesday, you have 48 hours. 48 hours and like 29 minutes. I need you to look at your to-do list and figure out what the next thing is on your to-do list. If you don't know, then we need to talk and have our conversation about what's next on your to-do list on Tuesday night. It is To-Do List Tuesdays. You got me? To-do list. All right. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the motto: winners write history, losers become a part of the story. I'm so glad that each and every one of you have decided to write your own history and not let somebody else write your story, because I guarantee they will not write the ending to your story the way that you would have it written. So keep writing. I appreciate y'all. I will see you all on Tuesday nights. The rest of y'all, I will see y'all at y'all one-on-ones. Make sure that y'all schedule those. I appreciate you. I'll see you on Tuesday. All right, y'all. It's time to get off. Appreciate y'all, man. It's the Winner Circle. She got backpack. Talk to you later.